Hello everyone, welcome to my channel A Square Academy. In today's video, we are going to see stored function in database management system, okay? Or we can say in advanced relational database management system, okay? Let's go through it. So basically, what is a function in database? So a database function is a routine that accepts parameters, performs an action, any complex calculation, and returns the result of that action as a value. Okay. So basically here we can say if we want to perform addition of two numbers, what we do in different programming language where we create a function, right, to perform a addition of two numbers. Likewise, here also in the database, we are going to pass certain parameters to the function, and we are going to ask the function to perform certain operations based on the parameter. Okay, and it is definitely going to give us the value or the output. Okay, that means what it is just. Function is nothing but what a user wants to do, what task the user wants that function to be performing. Okay, this is what function in database. Like in any program, what is the definition of function? Likewise, here is the definition of the function. Okay. Then how to create a function? So this is what the syntax to create a function in ADBMS. Okay, create or replace function, function name, the arguments, returns, return data type as. So what is this create? Create is the word which is used to create a function. Okay, or replace. This is optional. If you write, it is good. It's up to the user whether it want to modify the already present function. Then it is going to write replace. Okay, create is used to create a function. Replace is used to replace a function which is already present into the database. Function is the keyword which tells that this syntax or this program is a function. This function underscore name is the user defined function name. Whatever user want to give the name to the function, it is going to write in place of that. And the arguments that are nothing but the parameters, those are passed to the functions. Okay. Returns keyword is used so that the function is going to return something. And what type of data it is going to return? We are writing here return data type. As keyword is used to create a standalone function. Okay, as keyword is used to create a standalone function. Now, next part, after this create statement, there is a declaration part. Okay, declare keyword is used where we are going to declare the variables. Next, begin. Begin and end. You can see begin and end over here. Okay, begin is used to begin the function body, end is used to end the function body. Okay, and what is there in this begin and end? What is there between this? It is having the executable part. Okay, this begin and end is going to have the executable part. Okay, return what the function is going to return. Here we have to specify whether it is null, whether it is 1, whether it is 0, whether it is the variable value, anything, whatever we want to return, whatever value this function must return is to be in the return statement. This is the end of the begin and language PLPG-SQL. PLPG-SQL tells us this function is implemented into this PLPG-SQL language. Okay, we are going to see the example of it. Okay, now here you can see I am having a database. Consider a person area database. It is having the entities and the relationship for person area database. Okay, so person and area, which is having the attributes like person number, person name, birth date, income. Okay, and area is having area name, area type. Okay, and the attribute, the data types for the attributes are given like integer for p number, money for income, varchar for a name. Okay, now the relationship is how an area can have one or more persons living in it, but a person belongs to exactly one area. Okay, that means what, area is one table and person is many. Okay, so area and person is having what, one to many relationship. So which table will be created first? This area, this table will be created first, as the relation is what, relationship between area and person is one to many. Okay, area and person is one to many. Like we can say over here, you can see the example below. Latur is the area. For the time being, Latur is the area, and Rahul, Roshni and Ravi lives in Latur. Okay, that means what, Latur is a single area. Okay, in one area there are 3 persons living. Okay, in single area 3 persons are living. Okay, iska ulta is not possible. You cannot say Rahul lives in Latur, or at a particular time Rahul is in Latur, and again we can say Rahul is in Solapur. Okay, so basically this statement is wrong. We can say Rahul stays in Latur, Roshni stays in Latur, Ravi stays in Latur. That means what, in one single area there can be 3 different persons staying. Okay, but we cannot say single person is staying at 2 different places or 2 different areas. This is false. That's why here we say what, one area many person. This is what the relationship of this person area database. Okay, with the attributes or the constants like primary key, obviously every table is going to have its own primary key. Next, area type can be either urban or rural. So here we have to apply the check constraint on urban or rural. Students, I have already created the table, or I can say already given the one to many relationship in my previous video. So you can watch how to create the table in one to many scenario. Okay, and here I have already created area and person table, so I am just going to select and show it to you. Okay, so here you can see the table. Select start from area and select start from person. I have created 2 tables and already values are inserted into it. Okay, to select start from area, you can see area name like Latur, Pune, Nanded and Pisoli. Area type is like urban and rural. Okay, and the person. Okay, this is what the person table is. It is having the attribute like P number, P name, birth date, income and A name. This A name is the foreign key now in the person table. Okay, which is the primary key into the area table. Are getting this? Now we have to write, as we are studying function, so here you can see, write a stored function to print total number of person of a particular area, and we have to accept area name as input parameter. So what you have to try and understand the question first. Okay, what the question is telling, we have to find total number of person living in a particular area, and that area name we have to give to the function as the parameter. We have to pass the value as the parameter to the function. Okay, so here you can see in this diagram, Latur is a particular area, so we have to give the total number of person living in this Latur area. So you can see Rahul, Roshni, Ravi. These are the 3 persons which are living into the, or we can say these are the persons who are into the Latur area. So when I pass Latur as the name to the function, then it must return the count as 3. Since 3 people stay in Latur. Therefore, the output must be total number of person in Latur area is 3. This 3 must be the output with the, and we can print Latur with it. Okay. So how we are going to write this particular function? Okay. Write a store function to print total number of person of a particular area. So here you have to first identify how many tables will be needed for this. Obviously, person, we have to count total number of person. The person will be from the person table, okay, and particular area will be from the area table, okay. That's why we need here two table, person and area, right? Chalo, we are going to start creating the function. I will write the function into the notepad, okay. I hope you will understand this, how to write function, okay, store function. To create or replace, I said you create is used to create keyword is used to create a function, replace is used to modify or replace the already present function into your database, okay. Function keyword is used, okay, and the user defined name is given to the function like example, or I can write example, okay, okay. And I have to pass the parameter, since it said what, ki accept the area name as the input parameter. Here you can see accept area name as the input parameter. So I am going to write here create or replace function. This is the function name, and here I am going to write as area. Suppose area, this is what, again this is the user defined word. I am declaring this area keyword into the create command itself, okay. I can write like this also, area name, okay. And here suppose I am giving the data type like varchar, and any size I am giving like area name is suppose 20, okay. Close the brackets, okay. And next, returns keyword is important in the function, okay. Returns, what this function is going to return, suppose we are going to return any text file, okay. So write here text as the return data type, as is used to create a standalone function. You can use single quotes over here, or you can use the $sign over here, okay. Create or replace function, function name, we are passing the area name as the parameter to the function. Returns, return data type, as is used to create a standalone function. Next step is what, declare, okay. Next step is what, declare. We are declaring a variable into declaration section, okay. So here declared keyword is taken, and here I am declaring one variable called as rec, and suppose I am making it as a record variable. Record is the attribute, okay. Next, begin, okay. Next, so here I have to write a function which is going to give me the total count of a person living in the area, which value is given when we pass the function, okay. So here basically if I write for loop, looping through query, we are going to make use of for loop, for rec in, okay. For rec, the simplest way I am teaching you over here, for rec in, okay. इसके आगे हमें लिखना है query. Query क्या है हमारी, select, what we need to select, okay. What we need to select, we need to print total number of person of a particular area, okay. So if I write here select count, what I have to count, I have to count the person number, right. So person dot person number, okay. Person dot person number. Let me see what I have taken for person number. I have taken P number, okay. This is the table name, and for person number I have taken P number. So likewise I am going to write here P number, okay. P number, okay. Right. and I am going to give this an alternate name called as suppose here p count, p count, count, okay. Then from which table? From both the tables, right? From person and area, right? We are going to write the mapping condition where area dot a underscore name, okay, area dot a name, it's a name, okay. Whatever the attribute is of table, we are going to write the same attribute over here. Area dot a name is equals to person dot a name, right? And what, since we are passing the parameter, so again in the query also we have to write and a name area dot a name is equals to this a underscore name, okay. Always remember, in this mapping condition, whatever we write to the left hand side of the is equals to, this is the attribute, okay, and attribute of the table or the column of the table, and this a underscore name is nothing but the parameter which we are passing to the function or the variable which we have declared in the create statement itself. This is the user defined word, this is the local to this particular function, okay, and this a underscore name is the local or the user defined word for this particular function, okay, and enter. Then we are going to write loop keyword, and what we are going to print, we are going to print something like we do in C. We make use of print, so here also we are going to print the statement with the help of raise statement, okay. Raise notice space, if we have used over here, अगर हमने यहाँ पे डॉलर यूज़ किया है, देन यू हैव टू राइट सिंगल कोट, ओके. अगर यहाँ पे आपने सिंगल कोट यूज़ किया होता है ऐसा इस तरह से, देन हियर यू हैव टू टाइप 2 times सिंगल कोट्स, ओके, 2 type सिंगल कोट्स, बट आई एम मेकिंग यूज ऑफ डॉलर ओवर हियर, तो हियर आई एम गोइंग टू राइट डॉलर, ओके, रेज नोटिस, ओके. तो हियर द total count of person staying in percent raise notice, the total count of persons staying in percent area, this is nothing but the placeholder, okay. Area is again person, okay, single quotes complete, then comma. The total count of persons staying in person, this is what for the area name is person, here it is going to give us the count, okay. So here I am going to write RAC, since the output of the query is fetched into the RAC record variable. With the help of RAC only we are going to print the values, okay. Then RAC dot a, or here directly we can write the local variable a underscore name, comma RAC dot p count, ठीक है. RAC dot p count is the alternate name for the count person dot p number. For this we are writing as p count. Instead of writing RAC dot person dot p number, we are writing directly p count, since we have given the alternate name for this entire column which was supposed to come into the output, okay. That's why here RAC dot p count, and here I am going to write semicolon, okay, and enter. Here enter, and here I am going to write int loop, okay, semicolon, and this is the end of block, end semicolon, and next is what, dollar dollar. Here I am going to write language, then PL PG SQL, codes complete and semicolon. Okay, so basically this is what you have to, you will write the function. Okay, you will write the function, create or replace function, function name, area name you are going to pass as the parameter. Then next is returns text as, these are the dollar sign, declare a variable record, begin for rec n, select count %.p number as p count from percent area, where area.a name is equal to %.a name and area.a name is equal to a underscore name. Always remember the left hand side, this while I am talking about. Okay, this area.a name, this a name is the column name of your table, and this a underscore name is the just variable declared by the user. Okay, this is the variable declared, and a underscore name is local to this particular function. Then loop keyword you have to write, raise notice the total count of person staying in percent area is percent. A underscore name, since it is local to this function, so directly we can use a underscore name, whatever is passed as the value to the function, and this rec.p count. This p count is the alternate name for this entire output. Okay, and then end loop and end. Okay, and here you can write the return statement, to what you are going to return, what you wish to return. To return, we can return rec, okay, dot p count. This we can return. Okay, just copy and paste in PSQL. I am going to copy this entire function. Okay, copy, and I am going to paste it over here. Messed up. Okay, I am just going to copy it and paste it over here. Sorry, right click and paste. Okay, so here you can see this function is created without an error. Create function, you can see if this create function is coming, then this function is having no error. Okay, now how to call a function, how we are going to call a function? We are going to write a select keyword, select, and the function name. What is the function name? What is the function name? fun, right, underscore ex. This is what the function name. Okay, and we are going to pass the area name as the parameter. So we have the Latur into our table, so I am passing this as the parameter. So here you can see the total count of persons staying in Latur area is what? 2. Okay, the total count of persons staying in Latur area is 2. Percent for Latur and percent for 2. You are getting this? The total count of persons staying in Latur area is 2. Just check the table over here. So here you can see area name in the person table. See here the person table, you can see here it is having area name, right? Area name. 2 times Latur is coming. That's why here it is telling what? In Latur area we are having 2 persons staying. तो उसने count कितना दिया? 2 count दिया. लातूर में 2 पर्सन रह रहे, इसने उसने count दिया 2. If we change to पिसोली, अगर मैंने ये change करके पिसोली लिया, okay, same function I'm calling again. यहाँ पे मैंने लिया पिसोली. Okay, पिसोली का P is capital, पिसोली. Okay, next enter. So here you can see the total count of persons staying in Pisoli area is 1. So here you can see below Pisoli is the area name, and here the mapping is done how Pisoli is having only 1 Ravi staying in the Pisoli area. That's why the count is coming as 1. I hope you have understood this particular function. If any doubt, please do comment in the comment section. You can ask any query, and if you have liked my video and if you have understood how to write a function, how to call a function, please like and subscribe my channel so that it can motivate me for making videos more like this. And I'm coming with more example in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching my video.